Hi, my name is Karla and I would like to talk to you about Iris Cambodia. Iris Ministries was founded by Heidi and Roland Baker in Mozambique, Africa. They have planted over 3,000 churches in the bush of Africa. Every summer and every fall, Heidi and Roland have 200 to 300 people come to Mozambique for harvest mission schools. They come to these schools to learn more about God, more about themselves, and how to lay down their lives for Jesus. Last February was the first time I heard about Iris Cambodia. At this time, I was looking for a mission trip to go on, and one of my friends who had been to a harvest mission school before was going to Cambodia with Iris. I ended up applying to go with her, but they told me I had to go to Africa first to the school. I had done 6 years of school, and I wasn't really interested in going back to school, so I just kind of tossed the idea. And in May, I ended up going to Congo with my church from Moncton, which was incredible. And then in August, I just really felt the Lord lay Iris Ministries back on my heart. I had a lot of people in my life encouraging me to go, and I just knew that I needed to go to this place. I wasn't really sure why. So I applied to go and got accepted and then left, all within 3 weeks. So September 2012, I was off to Africa by myself, not sure what was going to happen, but I was very expectant. October 1st, I arrived in Mozambique, Africa. And I stayed here for 10 weeks, and this was the most transformational 10 weeks of my entire life. I experienced a lot of things, and I saw a lot of things, and it was just amazing. During this harvest school, they really focus on helping people find out what their calling is, what their identity is, and what their destiny is. What are they passionate about? What does God want them to do with their lives here on this earth? So I always knew I had a big heart for children. I was very passionate about teaching and working with kids. But I had never had a heart for Asia before, never wanted to go to Asia before, and I didn't know anything about the sex trade. During this time in Africa, God really laid the sex trade on my heart, just teaching me about how many children around the world are trapped in prostitution and how His heart is for them to be free. So I just started having a burning desire to free children from the sex trade when I was in Africa. At the end of this school, everyone gets to go on an extended outreach trip. And when I applied, I saw Cambodia on the list and knew that that's where I was supposed to go. So in December, with 10 or 12 other people from my school, we all traveled over to Cambodia together. We met with the Iris team that was already there, and we worked with them for 2 weeks. While I was in Cambodia for 2 weeks in December, we joined the Iris team that was there. They have been working in the city of Phnom Penh so far, partnering with local nonprofits to help end the sex trade. We got to visit a lot of nonprofits and see what they were doing in Cambodia. A lot of the nonprofits are working with women in the bars, giving them a different means of employment, teaching them different skills so they don't have to go into the bars and sell themselves, but teaching that there is other options for them. We did bar ministry on Wednesdays and Friday nights and went into the bars and met the girls, built relationships with them, and just really loved on them in that time. They also do a lot of ministry with street children, and a lot of these children are being trafficked. It's hard to hear statistics about Cambodia and then know that they have a face, and to me they have a face. There are 19,250 children in Cambodia that are in the sex trade today, and 80 to 90% of families will sell their daughters into the sex trade. In Cambodia, it's very normal for families to sell their children to traffickers. It is part of their culture. It is normal. It is their life. It's what they do. I heard once something that will never leave me, and they said that if families love their children in Cambodia, they sell them locally and not foreignly. That is such a warped view of love. Iris Cambodia longs to see the family unit change in Cambodia. They want to teach them what a family really looks like and what love really looks like and how to love their children in a godly way. There is an organization called Hard Places in Phnom Penh that Iris has been partnering with. It is a place where young boys are coming to receive love, education. They're teaching them about God's love for them. It's a safe place for them to come to, like a shelter. And these boys are either at risk of being trafficked or are being trafficked. And Iris has built great relationships with this organization, and their vision is to start a nonprofit like Hard Places in a place called Scenicville. In Scenicville, it is very common for children to be trafficked. Sex tourism is part of the culture there. Men from all over the world will come to buy children in Scenicville. So Iris would like to establish a drop-in center for young boys to come to build relationships with them, to offer them love and hope. And when the time is right, they would rescue them out and establish high-security restoration homes where they can help restore these children and love them back to life. That is the vision of Iris Cambodia. And God is at the center of their vision. With God, all things are possible. We need to dream dreams that can only come true if God comes through. So with God, the sex trade can end. There is hope.